everybody, so glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors. He's approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face. Dixon's on his way to the ring, and you can just tell what kind of night he intends this to be. He's just brimming with confidence.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the greatest. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Real Deal Dixon.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what to do. Let's have a good, clean fight. All right, touch him up.
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight. Well, there's one fighter here, as we've seen time and time again, that just doesn't have the physicality. He doesn't have the overall strength against his opponent. But what does he have?
Well, he has the greatest muscle that the human body has, the brain muscle. Use it. Be smart. Give angles. Get out. Keep your opponent off balance. If he's bigger and stronger, he needs a certain kind of set position to use that. Do not give that to him.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Dixon. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Solid counter punch by Real Deal. Dixon's nailed by a huge uppercut. Oh, Dixon's hit by a right hand. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Well off the mark by Real Deal. Able to dismiss it. And in round number one, you already get the sense that they have no intentions of this fight going the distance. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Real Deal. Fires right back at him. Dixon's able to avoid that punch. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Nice body work. Hit the body. Let's work on that swell. Hands up. Hands up. Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep your hands up. Let's get on that swell. Get the compress on that.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Well done, three-punch series of punches there by the greatest. Protecting his head well with his guard. He just missed that shot up top. Blocks it away. That hook was well off the mark. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Now this is impressive stuff right here because he's showing us that he can counter his opponent perfectly.
And you don't have to be a big banger when you're a good counterpuncher, because now you're catching the guy coming in and you're catching him real clean, so you're going to be really effective.
Keep your head
uppercut.
What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it. And they go in their mind that they're going to find a way to make those people wrong.
Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
And round number 3 is underway. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Wow! Now look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by the greatest. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly, because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before. Deep waters. And he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Good counterpunch. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Dixon's really disappointing us with his lack of work to the body.
Yeah, it is.
One hook deserves another. Wow. Able to counter that attack. And now another left. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Beautiful. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight. We'll take
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Dixon. Able to cover up that gut. Dixon's got to deal with a cut cheek. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Devastating blow by Real Deal.
Dixon's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch.
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. Both men trading hooks. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue or red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Hands up, all right? All right? You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this, brother. Get on that. Get on that.
Round number 5 has arrived. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Just good, precise, precision punching by our man here.
Yeah, everything in the place that it needs to be.
Dixon starting to bleed from the nose. Nice work on the inside. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by the greatest. He has been so solid. Now, I know he likes to get to the inside, but what I'm impressed with is the way he's doing it, utilizing that jab. What should his opponent be thinking about?
Well, right now, his opponent should be thinking about slipping that jab. You know, moving his head, you know, and letting it pass him instead of catching him right on the kisser.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Good job staying away from the danger there.
Time.
A headshot blocked. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cutman obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cutman?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
Oh, Dixon's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Holy cow. Dixon's on the floor and in a bad spot. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But, Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Doing well on the outside. Oh! Dixon's banged by a left hand. Well, his opponent doesn't like that, but that's exactly what he was trying to do. Just create some space there. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. He's bleeding from his cheek. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
They are bringing out the best in each other. I mean, you can just tell when they meet up in the middle of this ring, they're bringing out the best in each other. And now he's working well on the inside. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown, because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Relax. Relax. Doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. Don't get excited. Fine.
Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Teddy, I guess they wanted it. Look at this action going right out there, wasting no time.
No, these guys are impatient. They couldn't wait to get at each other.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Dixon's opponent is having a field day here. I mean, just so accurate upstairs, but there's one reason he's so accurate. He's not moving his head.
No, he's not at all. And if he's not going to move his head, at least do something else. Catch and pitch. What I mean by that, Joe, is block and then pitch right back. Keep your opponent honest. He's not doing that either.
Defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Dixon. Good block there by Real Deal. Off the mark there. Dixon's fighting a completely different fight right now. He went down earlier, and you can see that he's just throwing that strategy, that original game plan, right in the garbage.
Well, it's showing you that he's a thinking man's fighter. He had to make an adjustment. You know, he would have had no chance to survive and to later win this fight if he stayed with the same plan. He had to come up with a little bit of a change.
And that's exactly what he's done. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him. All right, let's work on that counter. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that. There's nothing. Small cut, nothing to worry about. Listen, you're down. Double up on that jab.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Good job fighting from the outside. What a good counter punch by Real Deal. Dixon's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to...
There it is! The greatest! His legs look shaky. He was hurt.
Come on, work it out.
Went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you'd want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do you do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind him exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just a big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Let's work on that cut. Let's get on that swelling. Get the swelling.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Dixon showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. The jab has been able to carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Well, first of all, he's been able to get it off at the right time. His opponent, that sweet spot, you know, you hear about that.
Oh, and there you go. And for the second time tonight, he goes down. The greatest is going to be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner.
He's your winner by knockout.
Everybody but his opponent is happy now. That was an entertaining fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.